from Be Gone? Will enough people knowing this information actually change the course of events in this realm?
This is a question I get quite often, and there is a hope in the human mind that that the collective destiny can be thwarted. And I don't believe that. I don't believe you're here to change the world. I don't, and I will take as evidence of that no one's ever done it before. The collective has never come together, and anytime they do, something happens. The apparatus of control puts the hammer down on us as soon as we try to come together to do something beneficial, like the Tower of Babel, when the gods came down and divided us, divide and conquer is their strategy. So when we do great things, we seem to get sent into a reset pretty quick. But this goes into other phenomena as well, and this is where a lot of people have left my channel because they don't want to hear it. But it's not going to ever. I'm never going to amend my message because people disagree with me. But all the prayers in the world, hundreds of millions of people begging God, praying, exercising their faith to cure cancer, and it hasn't worked. Instead, the pharmaceutical companies get rich treating the symptoms and totally ignoring the cures. So this hasn't happened. So what's going on here? Do we say God doesn't exist because cancer is still real? If hundreds of millions of people can pray to ask for deliverance, so the world, why hasn't the world changed? Why is the world still evil? Why are the same evil SOBs still running everything and there's nothing we can do about it? Why is this going on? So if we're going to ignore all the evidence that this world is not what we think it is, then it's easy to conclude. It's easy to fantasize and make up all these we are the world attitudes that we're going to come together and everything's going to be hunky-dory and we're going to create a new golden age by all positive thinking. But it never happens. This is all wish fulfillment. This is all things that people hope and wish for but never achieve. So I don't want to be a doomsayer here, but I'm absolutely convinced that you're not here to change the world. The world will be just as evil and sorry the day you exited it as the day you entered it. And it always has been, every generation. Study Cicero, Tacitus, Tatian. You will read everything. Procopius. You will read all the conditions that we suffer in the collective today are the exact same things that populations suffered in ancient Greece and Rome, Etruria, all around Europe. Nothing has changed. Only the background. So, because I accept this to be true, it means all power lies in the individual. It doesn't lie in the collective. We're not here to change anything. But in the individual, we have great power to live whatever life we want to live and to live it abundantly and even share it. We even have the power to change the lives that are closest to us. In the simulacrum, we can create an insulated reality that has almost no contact with the outside wickedness. We can do this, but can we all come together and change the trajectory of events? No. We're in a scripted simulacrum, and it's heading toward a reason. We are here to develop and to learn and to build our eternal personalities. And when we are ejected from this system, the system here will stay for those who have not sufficiently developed. It will stay, and they'll be rebooted, and they'll go right back through it again. While we leave and we move on to other places, other experiences, other avenues of growth. So yeah, I would love to believe that we can all hold hands and stretch coast to coast from east to west, from California all the way to South Carolina. I would love to believe that, but it's never happened. It never will. This world's not going to change, and we're not going to change it in the collective. That's some Galactic Federation stuff. I mean, that's some fantasy that people really want to believe in, but they don't understand. I mean, it's never happened in all of world history. And all the prayers of world history have never changed the trajectory of events. Only individuals have changed their personal and the trajectories of their loved ones and family. Yeah, you have the power to do that. You have the power to create an island that is insulated from all the wickedness around you. Yeah, you can be that one house in an entire neighborhood that gets obliterated in a cataclysm that's untouched. Not one blade of grass on your property. Yeah, there are many historical incidents of tragic things happening to an entire environment and then somebody completely immune to everything. Look at 1902. The one man condemned to die, Auguste, sentenced to death, was the only one that survived when Mount Pelee exploded on the island of Martinique in the French Caribbean in May of 1902. It was a Phoenix date. Whole city was obliterated. All the ships in the port were capsized from the blast. But this guy, he wasn't trying to hear it. Not only was he condemned to die, he had already made up his mind he wasn't going to die. And everybody in the city died but him. Yeah, man. He later made the circuit with Barnum and Bailey Circus because his story was so profound.